The Dance of the Dragons. A stupid name for a Targaryen civil war where my ancestors danced away my birthright. Before the war, House Targaryen counted 18 dragons. By the end, we had 2, and nearly as few Targaryens.
The Realm. Do you know what the Realm is? It's the 1,000 blades of Aegon's enemies. A story we agreed to tell each other over and over till we forget that it's a lie.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back for another Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon video. Well, my friends, with only a few days left remaining in this season, it looks like the final episode of House of the Dragon has already leaked online. Now, I haven't seen the episode yet, but fans are already discussing it all over social media. This is actually nothing new with HBO. Damn near every season of Game of Thrones had something leak way ahead of their schedule. It honestly does kind of suck when the last episode releases online early because it ends the season way sooner than most of us would like. As much as we all want to see how the show does end, none of us actually want it to be over either. If you don't already know, I will be making videos even when the show goes off the air. Like I do with every season of Game of Thrones, or now House of the Dragon, I will be making videos during the entire off-season, so don't go anywhere yet. I have a lot to discuss while they're making the second season, and as always, I will make videos about the making of the second season every step of the way. I follow everything they do while they're hiring new actors, or filming new scenes, and so on and so forth. Now, HBO did release a lot of new high-definition photos from the final episode, and it does look like most of the leaks from the beginning of the season are accurate as well. Once again, the new photos show Rhaenys Targaryen as she arrives back on Dragonstone to inform Rhaenyra of her father's death and Aegon's recent coronation in King's Landing. Now, if you've read Fire and Blood, then you know this shocking revelation will send Rhaenyra into labor a lot sooner than she should be. As some of you might have seen in one of my recent videos, then you know Rhaenyra and Daemon's daughter will not survive. In these other photos, you can see the funeral ceremony is being held outside of the castle on Dragonstone. Now, since the scene is during the day, it must happen right before or shortly after Rhaenyra is given her father's crown from one of the Cargill brothers of the King's Guard. He will bend his knee and swear fealty to Rhaenyra and join her Black Council. There are a lot of new photos showing the Black Council meeting inside of Dragonstone. In these scenes, they will discuss who their allies are and how they will attack King Aegon and everyone else who stands with them.
When ravens carried the news of Aegon's coronation to Dragonstone, Princess Rhaenyra summoned her own Black Council. With her was her uncle and husband, Daemon Targaryen, considered by many to be the most dangerous man in Westeros. Few lords supported her, but the greatest of these was Corlys Velaryon, who controlled the largest fleet in the realm, and his Targaryen wife Rhaenys, the old king's sister. Then there were her 5 sons, although none grown to manhood. A pitiful assembly, really. Combined, they couldn't match the power of House Hightower alone. But Rhaenyra had dragons. She, Daemon, and Rhaenys rode huge and formidable beasts, and 3 of her 5 sons were riders as well.
During the episode, we now know for a fact that it is Ser Otto who arrives on Dragonstone with an offer from King's Landing. Obviously, they will want Rhaenyra to bend her knee, and according to the leak, she will consider their offer. The one thing that helps sway her is the letter Otto gives her from Alicent. It's actually from one of the history books they read in the Godswood when they were a lot younger and great friends. Rhaenyra will then inform Daemon of Aegon's dream and how he foresaw this great threat in the north beyond the wall. This information will make Daemon very angry. Either he outright doesn't believe it, or he's mad because no one ever said anything to him. Later in the episode, Rhaenyra will hold another Black Council meeting where they will discuss some of the other major allies they will need to get on their side. As I've said in other videos, Lady Aeryn of the Vale, Lord Stark of Winterfell, and Lord Baratheon of Storm's End have yet to declare for either side. This is when Rhaenyra's sons Jace and Luke will volunteer to hand-deliver their mother's message to these houses themselves. She will allow them to go so long as they go as messengers only. She does not want them engaging in any of the fighting. Not only are they still very young, but their dragons aren't very big either. In another one of these official photos, we do see Lucerys Velaryon has arrived at Storm's End. We can see his hair is wet while he has his hand on his sword. It seems that something has made him nervous and ready to defend himself. And that's because Aemon One-Eye Targaryen had arrived at Storm's End several days before him. Unfortunately for Lucerys, Aemon and Lord Baratheon have already made a deal. During this scene, Aemon will threaten Luke and demand an eye for an eye. As you all know, it was Lucaris who injured Aemon's eye when he slashed him with the dagger. So as you can imagine, Aemon is looking for a fight, but Lord Baratheon will not allow any blood to be shed inside of his hall. That's when Lucaris will be sent home with Aemon and Vhagar right behind him. Now, most of you should already know what happens after this.
The rain fell in sheets, and great bolts of lightning lit the world bright as day. Arrax was struggling to stay aloft in the gale, when a roar shook the very foundations of Storm's End. Aemon rose through the clouds, and below him the monstrous Vhagar. Vhagar was 5 times the size of Arrax, and the hardened survivor of 100 battles. Vhagar caught him above Shipbreaker Bay. Watchers on the castle walls saw distant blasts of flame, and heard a shriek drown out the thunder. Prince Lucaris fell, broken, to be swallowed by the waves. With his death, the War of Ravens came to an end, and the War of Fire and Blood began.
Although I already have a very good idea of what will happen, I'm really looking forward to seeing how all of this will get brought to life in the final episode of House of the Dragon's first season. Let me know if you've already seen the new episode. I will be making another video about the final episode once I've finally seen it for myself. Like I've said before, I will be making videos during the whole off-season. If you have followed me since the days of Game of Thrones, then you know I make videos during the entire year, even when the show is off the air. So hopefully all of you will stick around because I will always have a lot more videos heading your way. Now let me know what you think down below. Leave me some of your thoughts about the new photos, as well as the final episode if you've already seen it. As always, I want to thank all of you for stopping by and showing some love. I hope all of you have a great day. I will see you again very soon. Bye.